Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm here to do the Netflix book tag. This tag was originally created by A Darker Shade of Whitney and I will leave her original video down below. So this video is really old, but I liked the questions and I like Netflix, so I thought, why not? Alright, so the first question is, recently watched, the last book you finished reading. And that would have to be The Loneliest Girl in the Universe. This book is extremely weird and not what I was expecting when I went into it. I was expecting, I think, just like romance, and it wasn't there. And there were just some things that happened. I was like, wait, what? How do we get from here to like way over here? So this has been on my TBR for a really long time. And I finally looked on the Overdrive app and they had it and I was like, alright, this is it, because I just needed like a palate cleanser from all the fantasy I was reading. And yeah, this is the last book I've read and I think I gave it 3 stars. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is top picks. A book that you've been recommended to you based on what you have previously read. So they want us to choose 2, but I'm just going to choose 1. So First, I'm going to do the book that I have been recommended and that I actually did read, and this is The Beholder by Anna Bright. My friend recommended this to me like as soon as she read it last year. Like she got like an advance copy and she's like, Ashley, you're gonna love this. You like have to read it. I didn't for like a really long time, and then I read it and I did love it. It's really similar to The Selection, that the main character is looking for someone to marry, and it's kind of like a competition sort of, because she has to meet like different princes, and it was great. It was drama, lots of boys, lots of greatness. Other book that I have been recommended that I probably will not be reading is The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I get recommended this because I'm a Twilight fan and people are like, oh, it's vampires, you're like gonna love it, and I'm like, I don't know, because I have like other friends who are like, no, there's not like vampires in there. It's like briefly mentioned, but it's mostly like a murder mystery. So I probably will not be picking it up. Alright, so next question is, recently added, the last book you bought. So I've bought like a lot of books recently, which is odd because I typically don't buy a lot of books. And it is Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. I bought a few Morgan Matson books this month because I was planning on reading them until I've been reading Lady Midnight for weeks and I've gotten nowhere. It's on a reading slump. I just gotta do it. Because you know, once you admit that it's a reading slump, you just don't, then you just accept that you're not reading. So if I just ignore it, it will happen. Anyway, back to this. I was gonna read this because it's technically Month of Matson, which Maureen puts on. I have not read Second Chance Summer and Since You've Been Gone, so I ordered them, but I doubt I will be getting them to the end of the month. But I'll most likely read them over the summer because I have them on audio and they'd just be a nice like background noise as I do other things. Okay, so the next question is Comedies, a funny book. And for that I chose It Sucks to Be Me. I read this back in middle school and it's just stuck with me for this long. I'm 24 and I just still remember how funny this book was. It was about a girl whose parents are vampires and she was coming upon the age of having to choose whether or not she wanted to be a vampire, and she was going to have to take vampire classes. And she just thought it was so disgusting to be a vampire. She's like, ew, to suck blood. And it was just great. And there's like diary entries. You can kind of see it on the back. And this is just like a really great read. I was into vampires for like a year. So I read like everything vampire, not just like dark vampire, but I also liked comedy. Vampire Academy is another like favorite of mine. And that book is also funny. Rose Hathaway is like the greatest. But anyway, Sucks to Be Me. Very funny book. Okay, so the next question is dramas, and that is a character who's a drama queen or a drama king, and I chose Zura from Bringing Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf. She is just extra at being sarcastic, which is saying a lot because like I'm very sarcastic, but she just took it to like a whole new level. To sometimes it was just like, okay, can you calm down, like we just need like a serious answer. You don't need to just always have a response to things. I enjoyed her, but she was definitely like too much at times. All right, so next question is animated, and that is a book with cartoons on the cover. So I chose like an illustrated cover, and this is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I am obsessed with this cover. I really want to get her other book. I think it's like Hold Still or something like that, because I just like love this artwork and I love this color, and yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so next question is Watch It Again, a book / book series that you'd want to reread. So this is like kind of stretching the lines, but I chose Shadow and Bone because I've only read the first book in the series. I know I'm like the only person who has not read this. I haven't even read like Six of Crows, like none of it. This is the only book I read by like Leigh Bardugo, and I read it, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and I just never continued on in the series because I was like really into not buying books and just like getting things done. But then I was starting a bunch of series and like not finishing them. So this is a book I want to reread, and then I want to continue on with the rest of the series. All right, next question is Documentaries, a nonfiction book you'd recommend to everyone. And for that, it was Scrappy Little Nobody by Anna Kendrick. I am obsessed with Anna Kendrick. I've been obsessed with her since Twilight. I think I've seen like all her movies, except the one with Blake Lively, because it looked creepy and I didn't want to watch it. But I've seen all her other ones. I listened to this on audio. She narrates it herself, and she's just the best. She's just so like real and funny and the greatest. She can be serious, but she can also really deliver dry humor, and it's fantastic. So Scrappy Little Nobody. Okay, so the next question is action and adventure, an action-packed book. So for that, I chose Vampire Academy. It's humor and action. This book is just filled with action. It's filled with drama. It's filled with action. It's vampires again, because I was like really into vampires. Well, I still kind of am. It just has to be like the right vampire. And Rose Hathaway, she's like kick-ass, just the coolest person ever. So in this book, there's like different types of vampires, and then there's people who protect the like good vampires, and then they fight against the bad ones, and there's just like a lot of action in here and just a lot happening, and it's great. Everyone should read Vampire Academy, because also Rochelle May's just like really nice. All right, new releases, a book that just came out or will be coming out soon that you can't wait to read. And for that, I chose, I almost dropped my phone, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Susan Collins, the new Hunger Games book. So the main reason I really want to read this book is because I don't want to be spoiled. I know people are going to be talking about it soon, and it should probably be the next book I read once I finish Lady Midnight, or I might pick this up instead of Lady Midnight. But side note, this is the prequel to the Hunger Games. It's all about President Snow, and I think how he was in the Hunger Games. I'm not really sure. I didn't read much into it because I didn't want to be spoiled, and I didn't want thoughts going into it. And I just wanted a clear slate. I was not one of the people who reread the Hunger Games series, and I hope that's okay. Hopefully that works out for me. And yeah, this is a book that was just released, I think like last week, that everyone is, half people have already read it. I was like amazed. It was like came out that day, and then people at night already had videos of them reading it. I was like, whoa, this is some serious business. So anyway, that is the Netflix book tag. I will leave the questions down below if you're interested in doing it. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye!